Alright guys, welcome once again to another esports race with Bolt Racing League. It's a Saturday league for round 9 and it's the Mexican Grand Prix, so should be quite an interesting race. I see we got 19 drivers in the session right now. So we just started with our short qualifying session, 18 minutes counting down, 30 seconds gone of that already. We seem to have some drivers starting to get out on track, and let's see, we're going to get some lap times in maybe in the next 3 to 4 minutes. We should start seeing some lap times being posted here, and let's see who is going to be starting on pole, at least for this race here today. Alright, and it looks like Just Little was the first guy to get out on track. And everyone's going to be doing their warm-up lap and then just get started on their hot lap. So we're going to see what sort of lap times we'll start seeing here. A few different drivers from what we had yesterday with the Friday League. Was quite an interesting race yesterday actually too. So hopefully we get an exciting race as well today here at Mexico. Should be a fun one with a very long straight on this track. Should be a lot of fun to watch. So we're going to see how well these guys drive. Yesterday they had a wet qualifying session. Today it's actually dry. Hopefully a dry race throughout. For the driver's sake, because I'm quite sure everyone basically brought a tri setup to this. Not sure how many drivers have a wet setup saved for Mexico. I'm quite sure a few of them do have that also though. So we're gonna follow along and see how well lap times are gonna go here. A C4 bomber might be looking to get past Just Lita here and get started on the hot lap first. Let's see if he's gonna do that. No, let's see. Does seem to be very close. They might want to hold back just a bit. And yes, he is doing that as they give each other some room to get started on their lap and get going. Let's see what sort of time Just Little is going to be bringing in, as he's the first car that should be setting a lap count for. Hopefully he does not invalidate this lap or the end of the session. Quite a few cars out on track right now actually, and quite a few cars beginning their hot lap at the moment. Everyone coming down behind Just Little, and just did go a little bit too wide on that corner there. Fortunately for him, not invalidating the lap, so he's still good to go. Everything will be purple obviously because he is going to be the first car setting a lap time here, but let's see what sort of time he sets, and let's see who's coming behind him to get a better time in. Oh, and he does invalidate off of that corner there. And that was already in sector 3, so he's gonna have to give that another try. Let's see who else is currently running. Oh, and Shaft here has invalidated his lap as well. Now we got Brambos going here. Let's see what he's up to. Ooh, C4 Bomber does a 117.2. First time on the board for this qualifying session here. So let's see who else is going to get up there. I got Brambos coming around. He should be making a time pretty soon. And we got Lobby One with a 120.6. Chan with a 115.7. Getting even faster here now. Brambos goes 117.8. About 6 tenths slower than C4 Bomber there, but not too bad at all. Still keeping it up there for the moment. Let's see who else is currently on a lap. We got Dev here, might be on a hot lap, finishing very shortly as he's about to go across the line. Let's see where he does go though. And goes 116.7, puts him in P3 for now at least, so not too bad for the moment. Let's see where these other guys are at the moment. And we got Pascal coming across. He goes P7, 120 for now at least. Few cars still in the pits there right now. And we got Just Leader coming back around again. He's going to give it another go here. Let's see where he goes fastest. 114.9. Not too bad. Takes provisional pole for the moment at least. And let's see where Monkey Mafia is right now. He's still in about getting about sector 2 going in right now. He has a bit of way to go. Let's see if Dalton is finishing his lap pretty time soon. Oh, and he spun around, so he's gonna have to give that another go. And we're gonna follow along with Monkey Mafia here. Let's see if he can get him into the top 5 at least for now. Getting on board the Monkey Mafia as he goes through Sector 3 now. Let's see where he is gonna finish. Hopefully he gets into the top 3, at least with the times that we have right now. Kinda mixed up, not too close together, as where everyone just giving it their first go. I'm quite sure everybody's gonna get out again and try this once more. Or maybe twice more. Alright, that goes P5, 116.9. Not too bad. Hopefully it keeps him in a good position for the start of the race. See where prime time is right now. And he just did a purple sector 1, I think that was. Now in sector 2 going. Let's follow along with him and see what sort of time he's about to bring in. Looks like he's on a pretty good lap here. Alright, so that's prime time with a 115.1. Goes up P2 for now. Not too bad if he's going to be starting right there. Let's see where King Muriel is right now. He is just about to finish sector 1 here. And he does get a purple sector 1, so it does seem to be on a pretty good lap. Let's see how he finishes sector 2 though, if it's going to be a purple one as well. I assume he's on a pretty good lap going. Yes, close to about over half the grid have set lap time so far. Our best time is still a 114.9 from just little there, and 120.6 worst time we have from lobby 1 there. So let's see who else is about to get time. We still got, oh, I think Teak is on a hot lap, as Kimmerl just messed that up. Let's see where Teak is at right now. I think SMXT is his teammate in the other Ferrari there. Nope, sorry, not the other Ferrari. That thing that is, let's see. I gotta search this around to see who that is in a moment. Oh, purple sector 2. Might be on for a good lap here, Teak. Let's see if he can finish, put himself maybe in the top 3 at least. Oh, and he goes a little bit too wide on that curve. Invalidates. He's gonna have to go again on this one. Oh, Deb is out of Ferrari. Okay, we got that right now. Alright, so he's gonna have to go again. Got Shaft on a lap right now. Let's see where he is. Just off sector 2 going in now. So just a few more drivers left to set some lap times here, but seems a bit competitive between the 115s and 16s and the 17s that we have here. So it should overall be an exciting race. Hopefully not too many safety cars here. Going a little bit too wide there, but fortunately not cutting it. Does get back on the track in time. That section can be a little bit difficult sometimes, especially depends how you approach that turn. So, oh, and puts the rear of the car into the wall a little bit there. I don't think he took any front wing damage, but definitely just putting the car in the wall might have been a little bit losing some time. And gets a 118.6. And Teak invalidates his current lap. He's going to go back into the pits and I assume change to a new set of tires and then get back out. We got SMXC on a lap right now. Just did a purple sector 1. Let's see if we can keep this going through sector 2 and get it purple as well. I think King Miro might be on another lap there as well. We're going to follow with him in just a bit. Oh, and that's an invalidation from SMXC. He's going to have to give that another go. With just limited time left now. It's just under 8 minutes left in qualifying here, so he's going to have to be careful about this. We got King Miro going in Sector 2 at the moment. Let's see where he's going to land on the board when he does actually get a time in. I guess in some instance, even a bad time might be better than no time in some point in a qualifying session, just to make sure at least you're on the board. Even if you DNF after that, you actually still, you know, get a decent start position, maybe if it is somewhere in the midfield. Kimiro seems to be a bit slow on that one there. Is he going back into the pits? Or is he now beginning a lap? I guess he's now beginning his lap. Back with SMXT on another fast lap here. Let's see if he can get it perfect on this one without invalidating that lap. We got Teak on another out lap right now. He's still yet to make any sort of lap time in here. Just Lita still holding provisional P1. Primetime still there in second. Oh, just losing it to Linji now, taking 115.072. So he goes up into second. Primetime goes down for P3 for the start. If he does stay like this going down to the end, I think Primetime might be on another out lap there. I think he just began a hot lap there as well. Chan in P4. SMXC goes P5 now, 115.8. Not too bad of a time. Let's see what's happening down in the back here. So King Mule has invalidated whatever lap he was running on. We got T still on an out lap going. He's about to begin his hot lap here pretty soon, and we're going to see where he goes on the boards. He's the last remaining driver except for King Mule there, who's still yet trying to set a time without invalidating it. I think this is Teek's second go at it, or maybe third actually. I think he did 2 laps on the first time he came out. Alright, so he's now going through sector 1. Let's see. So this will be interesting for the start for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a pretty long run getting down into turn 1, which does give cars a chance to, you know, get maybe a little bit spaced out to avoid any incidents going into that turn 1 and then going back straight into turn 2. So hopefully no safety car or VSC at the instance of this race start, but we're going to see how that goes. We're going to go on board with Teak just a little bit and see how he gets around these corners here. Oh, and he loses it there. He might have one more shot at this. He has enough time to do it, and he just has to wait until traffic is clear to get back on track safely. So he's going to have to give it another go again. Kimmerl on another lap invalidates again here, so not going too well. We got Primetime takes away their professional pole for now from Just Little. Does a 114.8, 1/10 better than Just Little's time for 114.9. Just Little is back into the pits. Primetime is still out there. He's getting back into the pits, I assume. There now Linji in the pits right now. Chan, let's see if he's running a fast lap right now. I'm not sure as yet. Oh, we got Arjun there taking away P4 now, 115.4. And that's Chan losing it there. He's definitely losing a front wing. Who else is out here? We got Angelos here. He's in 7th right now. Haven't talked too much about him today. So he's a 116 and in 7th. Not too bad of a starting position, just getting into the midfield there. But I think he's trying to get a better time in. See where Brambos is right now. Is he on a lap? Not sure if he is. Got Lobby 1 here. He might be on a hot lap going. No, he doesn't seem to be going too fast there right now. Let's go back to C4 Bomber here. He's in 11th right now. Kind of a dead zone. He's quite sure he wants to get up just a little bit more for a better start position here. Oh, it goes a little bit wide there. Not too well through that section of the track there in sector 2. It is quite a bit difficult sector to get through, and he invalidates that lap. So he'll have to try that again if he wants to, but just about 3 minutes remaining in this session right now. Not a lot of time. We got Just Little getting out back on track right now. He's on an outlap going. He definitely wants to be starting on pole for this race. Get the best start on pole position. Get down into turn 1 before anyone else try to build a gap. I don't think he wants to be worried about overtaking anyone at the start. So I think he's going to try to beat Primetime's time there. Just needs about 2 tenths better than what he has right now. Or even if he can do better than that, so probably surfing better there. As at the moment, as you see in prime time, he is going to be starting on pole position if everything stays as is. But I don't think Just Lethal wants it to be that way. He's definitely going to try again. I'm not sure if Lynchy is going to get her back on track to give this another go or not, or he's just going to be happy, you know what, staying there in P3. But we do have a few cars getting out on outlaps right now, which they could potentially get up there in the 114s. Or maybe a better 115. But Lynchy just almost scraping to a 114 there, so not too bad of a time from him. So it's going to be pretty hard for beat. Let's see how that goes for him. We got Pascal Schaff getting back out on track there as well. We got Deb getting out. Carter's getting out. He's an 8 right now, 116.1. Lower down to the midfield here too. Not too bad of a start. It is going to get a little bit stretched out getting to turn 1 on the race start here. But we're going to try and keep the camera overhead view on as much of these cars as we can. Just hopefully we don't miss any of the action happening in the midfield. I think the front of the grid most likely will be getting away pretty easily, and I think maybe the cars in the midfield, we'll have to keep an eye on those as they go through turns 1, 2, and 3, just to see if we have any incidents or not, as we're coming down to the end of our qualifying session here right now. Just a minute and a half left to go. Oh, and that's an invalidation there for Just Lethal's lap, so that's over for him. He can give it another go on these tires if he wants to. He has enough time to get across that line. Let's see if he does. I'm not sure if he's going to try again. Does look like he's going for it. I'm not sure here. I feel like he could be moving faster than this. Oh, we got Lindsay on an outlap. He's getting out to the pits right now. Oh, we got SMXT. Let's see what he's going to be doing here. In 6th right now for the start. 115.8. Can he do better than that? We're going to have a look in just a bit. I think Carter's probably on another lap there as well as Monkey Mafia as well. 116.3 for him. Let's see where he's up to. Does seem to be on a pretty fast lap. Let's see if he can improve his time. Just started this lap actually. Heading through sector 1, going to turn 1 here now. That is Monkey Mafia messing up his lap. I don't think he has a chance to do another one here. So let's see if Carter is... Oh, and he messes his lap up as well. Got Lindsay on a... it seems like I'm just jinxing each and every one of them. Every time I switch to someone, they're just invalidating their lap here right now. Who else we have? We got Shan going. He's going back into the pits. Has everyone invalidated their laps? Not even sure what's happening here. I think that's gonna be it for qualifying here. So we just gotta wait for that timer to come now, where everyone's car just to get across the line, and then we can just get on with it. I think it's gonna just be Prime Team starting on pole with Just Lethal there in 2nd. And Lindsay there in 3rd. We're gonna see how that goes. We'll just wait for the final result table and see what happens here. Last to first challenge, that would be a good one to have happen. So Teak still without a time, the only driver not setting a lap time. So let's see if he can actually start there and get up all the way out in front. I think he just had some trouble setting a perfect lap time here. He just kept invalidating the laps. But let's see if he's actually gonna be able to make a lot of positions up. could happen through getting on through the first lap actually, because that turn one, if you do have the straight line speed, does help getting past a lot of cars to get down to turn one, and maybe outbraking someone just to gain a one or two more positions, and just he probably can get all the way up halfway through the field just after turn one if he does really try at it here. Alright, so let's see. Front row of the grid, we got Prime starting P1, Just Lethal in second there. Linji starting P3, we got Arjun starting P4. Chan in fifth, we got SMXC in sixth. I got Crombie in seventh. Angelos in eighth. I got Card in ninth. Monkey Mafia in 10th. And that is for top 10. Let's see. So we got Deb in 11, Brambos in 12, C4 Bomb is 13, Dalton in 14. And we got 15 is Lobby 1 there. We got 16 Shaft, 17 is Pascal, King Mural in 18, and Teak there down in 19. No time set by him. Did invalidate all his lap. Let's see how much positions he is going to be gaining on this race here. Okay, so we just started the hot lap, the formation lap here. So everyone's going to be going wrong just once, and then we form the grid, and then we should get back started with the race here. Let's see, it's going to be 36 laps around here, not too bad, especially seeing that lap times here just about 119, 120, put about 120, 121 around this track for race pace time. So not too bad at all. That should be we should get that over pretty quickly for 36 laps. Should be about a 40, 45 minute, 50-minute race or so. So it should be quite interesting. Let's see how turn one is going to go between Primetime there and Just Lita. Should be quite interesting as they're going to get around the track pretty quickly here. In case we do get a safety car also, we're probably going to go through these standings a bit and see where they are at in terms of driver standings and constructors, and to see how that's going to finish with this race here. So 19 drivers to start. It's going to be pretty interesting. I see Teak is now starting 18. Alright, I think we're just waiting on Kimura to get in place there right now on the grid, and then we should have our race start here. I think everyone's all set. Alright, guys, that's it. Everyone is off. Hopefully, leaderboard doesn't get messed up. Linji seems to have gained the position there already, chasing down Primetime into turn 1. Let's see how that's going to go. We're trying to get to the midfield. Hopefully, we do see how everyone gets through turn 1. Seems to be going pretty well so far. I haven't seen many major incidents. Maybe a few position changes throughout the field. Red Bull seems to be going head-to-head with it. That's Crombie and Brambles there. Everyone seems to have gotten ahead pretty fine. Of course, we got Linji now leading the race, though. Just trying to keep in the midfield. Let's see if we're going to have any sort of... Oh, we got a Renault almost losing the rear end. 2 McLarens together. And 2 Haas side by side going there as well. Let's see for Obama and Dalton there. Alright, so let's get back out front and see what's happening here. So Linji now leads this race. Behind is Primetime in P2. Still chasing him now to try to get that back. Just Little they're running P3 right now. Just about the 1.2 seconds behind. I think the rest of the grid has a bit of a gap, except for down in the midfield a bit closer. I think Carter now in P4, SMXT 5th, Crombie 6th, Chan in 7, Brambos 8, Angelos is 9th, Arjun in 10, Maki Mafia running 11 just behind his teammate there. I think someone has fallen down the Arda. That's Angelos. Oh, he's in the pits. He might have taken some damage. That's Pascal going up into 12 there. I would assume he was in 13. I'm not sure there. I think he's pretty close to... Baumer is pretty close behind him still. Let's see if he's able to get past though. Has Steak coming there in 14. Up to 14 now. He's gained about 4 positions there from the start of the race. Not too bad for him. And King Mirror's up to 16. Did start all the way down in 19th, I believe, there. Out front, we still got Primetime chasing now behind Linji. It's about 0.6 of a second behind. How about a half a second, I gotta say. And doing a pretty good job trying to keep himself in that 1 second range, just so that he can get DRS when we do have DRS get activated on lap 3 here. So a pretty interesting start for the Mexican Grand Prix here for both Racing League. Not too bad of a start actually. No DNFs, no major incidents. We may have maybe a few cars just touching each other just a little bit, maybe some minor damage. Primetime with the fastest lap there, 118.8. Linji is going to be on the threat now. He is very close of getting past. Let's see what's happening there. Going side by side into turn 1. Let's see who comes out. The Primetime seems to be getting past, as he might have a better straight line speed. As the inside going through, and Linji has to just take it into P2 for now. Now has just Lethal just under a second behind him, and we're going to get DRS enabled here, so it's going to be fair play for both of them because they're both going to have DRS. Just trying to get out of the 1 second range of just Lethal behind him. Really trying to build a gap at the moment. Carter, first car to get a penalty in the race. Congratulations to him for that. Unfortunately, no trophy for it, but let's see how many other drivers are going to get penalties here, which I assume is going to be quite a few penalties handed out in this race. C4 Bomber gets a penalty there now as well. So top 3 are actually running pretty close together here, just keeping an eye on them. Just under a second each of them are, but Primetime now continues to lead the race back. Linji running in second now, and just Lita running in P3. And let's see if anyone can get anything done over the pit stops, which are going to come around pretty short. We got King Mule getting very close to, I think, Pascal down there at the back. Let's see what's happening in the midfield, down more at the back here at least. And T coming just behind them there as well. Has his teammate Deb just behind him. So let's see what they can get done. Long run, long hit to turn 1 and goes side by side with Mira. Let's see if he gets past. Does seem to be getting past pretty easily here. Now gets back to the racing line. He's up into 13th now, chasing down Pascal in front of him. And doesn't have a big gap, just 0.4 of a second between himself and Extreme Pascal out in front. So he's going to be chasing him down to get P12 here right now. And Miro just behind him, just following along. These two started all the way down in the back of the grid, 18th and 19th, and now they're now running 13th and 14th. out front. Our gap seems to have increased just a little bit, just over a second, I would say, just between the top 3 cars at least. We got SMXT, he's under a second behind Carter. Of course, he has Jackson, Crombie Jackson behind him, 0.3 of a second. Atik is about to go by Pascal here as he's trying to go side by side with him, but has to hold it back just for the moment at least. King Miro coming behind as well. Oh, and goes a bit wide here. Got Miro trying to come beside him. Oh, almost losing part of his front wing there. Deb gets by Mural there now as well, up into 14. King Mural down to 15th. And Teak loses just a little bit of time behind Pascal. He's trying to catch her back here right now on the pitch straight going down. Ooh, and Mural is into the pits. He might have taken some damage that we didn't notice. I'm not sure. Or maybe he's just taking an early pit stop, maybe going onto the hards to go down to the end of the race. Not sure what he's up to there for the moment. We're going to have a look at that in just a bit. Let's see what Jackson is up to here in the Red Bull. He's chasing down SMXT right now, getting pretty close and looking to get a gap going to get an overtake done. Oh, and SMXT goes wide, makes it easy for Jackson to get by up into P5 now. That puts SMXT down to P6. Arjun just behind is 7, number 1.9 seconds to go. Oh, and Crombie is, let's see where he is going. Quite a few position changes happening. So Crombie up to 5th. Arjun is now 6th, with a few cars just going wider for a bit for a second. SMXT going side by side with, I think that is, who is that? Arjun, yes it is. Down into turn 1. Let's see who gets out of this first. I think SMXT might have the better straight line speed. Does get up into 6th there. Crombie up into 4th now. Actually, no, 5th, still fighting it out with Carter there for 4th. So Jackson 4th, Carter running 5th. Carter, of course, with a penalty there. T getting up to 12 here right now. And Pascal still behind him. Of course, Teak's teammate Deb is in 14 coming behind Pascal there, so he's under a bit of pressure there right now. Oh, and that is going to cause both of them because now Deb has lost part of his front wing. I'm not sure if Pascal took any... Actually, yeah, he did take damage. He's lost the left end plate to his front wing. That was a very late braking there from Deb's car that caused that incident. So definitely that's going to be reported and investigated at the end of the race there. Let's get on back. Let's see what's happening out front here. We got Arjun getting half a second behind XMXT. Monkey Mafia another half a second behind him. So both McLarens chasing down SMXT in the Alfa Romeo right now. He's under a lot of pressure. He's going to have to try and catch up to the car in front of him, which is Carter there in 5th, and he's about 1.4 seconds ahead. So a lot of time to try and catch up. And let's see what's happening. Somebody was trying to get past. I think Arjun and Monkey Mafia might be switching positions. Not sure what's happening with the two of them. We got just little under a second now behind Lindsay. Lindsay losing a bit of time to prime time. He's about 1.9 seconds ahead. And Deb is in the pits there right now, changing off his front wing. Monkey Mafia with a penalty now. So quite a few penalties handed out. We still got just a few drivers. Got Deb, Shaft, Dalton, Chan. And let's see who else. Arjun, Jackson, and just Little and Primetime are the only cars without penalties at the moment. Got Arjun trying to go side by side with SMXT. Let's see if he's going to get this done. Going through the pit straight coming up pretty shortly. He might be able to, as Carter is just in front of them though. So he's going to have to watch himself with these two battling just behind. I think Teague just got up into 11 there. Alright, sorry about that. If I did miss anything, let's see what's happening. So, Linji taking the lead because Primetime is in the pits there right now. Oh, just little going into the pits there as well. That puts Lindsay up into P1. Let's see if Crombie is going to be able to take away P2 here, and he does. So he's up into P2 now. And that puts Carter up P3 and SMXT up into P4. We got both McLaren still chasing him down. That's Arjun P5 going side by side with him into turn 1. Let's see, they have the inside. Should get it done. A bit of minor contact between the two of them. And SMXT is fighting it back, but has to hold it in P5 for now. Monkey Mafia is the next car to try and challenge him at the moment here. P5, P6. Let's see what's going to happen between the two of them. Monkey Mafia might have to hold it off for just a bit, as Sector 2 is kind of tricky in terms of Mexico. It is not that he's actually getting overtake done around here in Sector 2 of this track, being the way the turns are, so might have to just hold it to make sure he gets this done cleanly without any penalties and without any damage at all. He is getting pretty close to MXT though. This could be decided when we do get to the pit straight going down. He might have to just keep as close as he can for now. With quite a few more pit stops happening, this puts Monkey Mafia up into P3 now. Arjun now leading the race as he's trying to go side by side with SMXT and has the outside. Let's see if he's getting this done. Might have to switch it and take the inside on the next turn. We still got SMXT pushing it and finding it to keep it now in P2. So Monkey Mafia now running P3. His teammate down there, up there in P1 running. Linji now down into P4 and just little behind him in P5. Teak is now up all the way to P6 and running, so not bad, gaining all of that positions on him. He's chasing down Guess Lethal here, trying to get by. Let's get it back to Monkey Mafia up here, chasing down SMXT, still currently running in second. And he just went into the pits there, I think, so that puts Monkey Mafia is now leading the race. Linji running second just behind him now, so that's going to be a chase going on. And SMXT get in the pits, Arjun into the pits. Let's see where they're going to come out back. Just Little is now running P3 just behind Linji there, 8.5 seconds behind actually. And Teak takes up to P4. 3.1 seconds behind Just Little. Monkey Mafia is under a lot of pressure here right now as Linji is getting very close and has on the soft tires, so I think fresh tires he has on there, so we didn't check on pit stops as yet, but he is definitely under pressure of getting past here at the moment with Linji getting very close behind. And there goes Linji, goes by and gets up into P1. Monkey Mafia is now down into P2. Gets it done before the end of the lap, so pretty impressive on him to get the overtake done and pretty cleanly as well. Let's see who else is pretty close by together here. We got Crombie there, and I think Jackson. Jackson and Arjun, they're getting pretty close, and let's see if they can get an overtake done. Monkey Mafia out of the race. What has happened to his car? He might have retired that car into the pits. I'm not sure what happened there. And we got Teak still running P4 right now. Still yet to make a pit stop here, of course. and he is lap 12 of 36 into this race we are right now. So let's see when he does decide to pit, as he seems to be losing a bit of time behind Jackson there. Gap is now over a second, so he's gonna have to try and get that gap back down, as we're following with Chan right now, chasing down Arjun, who's currently P5. Getting on board with Angelos here right now. Let's see what he's up to. Chasing now SMXT right now. He's under a second behind. Seems to be getting pretty close behind. And let's see if he's able to get an overtake down, get up into P7 here. We'll have a look at penalties and pit stops in just a bit, as most cars have, a few cars have actually quite, I'm sure, taken pit stops already. Let's actually have a look at that. That's the changes. So yet to take a pit stop is Teague, the only car who hasn't taken any pit stops as yet. I will have a look, and when he does do that. So there we have it, penalties, as we see yeah, it is Carter with the most penalties at the moment. That gap seems to be going and coming just a bit. Let's see what's happening with Chan and Teak here. As Teak is under a bit of pressure, his tires are probably getting pretty old, as Chan is trying to get a gap to get past him right now. Teak not giving him an opportunity to do so as yet. He does have to make that pit stop, so let's see when he does choose to do it. Definitely not taking a pit stop right now, so he's still going to be pushing on these tires and going. Chan going alongside, getting past up into P5. Let's see if he can able to be holding it there. And Carter gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. And yep, Chan does hold it P5 and puts Teak down to P6 now. Car behind Teak is SMXT, and he is 5.7 seconds behind. Let's see if he's able to catch up here. Alright guys, let's get back. Let's have a look back at pit stops here and see okay, tires where they're at. So Teague's tires are 13 laps old right now. Let's see how much more he's actually going to be able to push on these tires, as he's currently running in 6th. Penalties as they are. We got Carter with 20 seconds of penalties. He's getting pretty close to getting disqualified from this race. Monkey Mafia, only car out of this race now. Right now, he DNF. He retired in the pits for some sort of reason. I'm not sure what that is as yet. And Primetime there has taken 2 pit stops already. Position changes as they are. Primetime has lost the most positions here. We got T gaining the most, 12 positions so far. And let's see how this race is going to finish. Jesse Litton there, he's right where he started. Arjun right where he started. Chan right where he started. And Angelos as well started right there in 8th. So we're going to have a look at how this race plays out down at the end. Let's see who else is running close. We got Arjun running pretty close to Jackson there up in P3 right now. Lindsay trying to hold on to the lead of the race. He's 8.2 seconds clear. Put it 8.8 seconds clear of Just Lethal there in P2. And Just Lethal is clear about 8 seconds of Crombie Jackson there as well. So a pretty good gap. Of course, Arjun here is pretty close. Under a second behind Jackson, still chasing him down. Trying to get on the podium here for the race finish. So let's see if he's able to get it. Has a lot of time to still get this done. We still got about half of the race to go, so a lot of time left as yet. As we're going to go on board with Arjun for just a bit and see how close he's able to get to Jackson. Neither of them with a penalty at the moment, as he tries to get a better exit off of each turn right now, just to keep as close as he can to Jackson to get a hold of the DRS. Let's put on that stat for now. Saving up his ERS for now, braking just in time to avoid any damage here. Teak takes a 3-second penalty there now. This might be pretty close on the pit straight between Jackson and Arjun here. Let's see how this is going to play out, as they're pretty close together, and he uses both overtake and DRS now. Definitely should be able to get alongside him and get past pretty easily, pretty cleanly there as well. So Arjun takes the outside, gets past on the racing line, back into P3. Jackson now down into P4. Excellent overtake move done. Excellent strategy to get it done there actually too. And Teak is now in the pits, getting out there. I think he's around P9 coming out, I think. And Jackson seems to be losing a bit of time to Arjun right now, not able to catch up back to him. Of course, there's Chan now behind him, coming P5, 2.2 seconds behind. He's trying to catch up as much as he can to Jackson to try and get by. Something has happened out front, because Just Lita has fallen down to P5 now. And that puts Chan up P4. Jackson up to P3, and he's just under a second behind Arjun, who's now running in P2 with 17 seconds behind Linji. Now Linji leading the race comfortably out front. He might be able to even take a free pit stop pretty soon here. Just Lita there into the pits now. He might have had some sort of incident happen. I'm not sure what happened to him. Did take some damage there though, as it seems. So he's into the pits to repair that at the moment and then get back out on track. He's losing quite a few positions on that pit stop. Probably he's going to be getting out in 8, or probably about 8. As Prime Time is coming around there now, I think. And gets past him as well. Gus obviously coming down into maybe 10th or 11th. As Teak will probably be behind him as he gets out of the pits. Still following along with Jackson right now as he's chasing down Arjun, still under a second behind. Let's see if he's able to get up and fight it for P2.